Welcome back, everybody. It's Miss Bree again, and today we're going to dig into big numbers on the farm. We're going to explore place value. Basically, how numbers grow all the way from 1 up to the thousands place. So let's get counting. Also, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Miss Bree. I'm a farmer, an educator, illustrator, singer, and of course, a proud grammar nerd. Welcome to the Farm School. Now, what is place value? Place value is the value of a digit that depends on where it is in a number, right? So in a single digit number like 5, it stands for 5 ones, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if it's 5 in 500, where it's at the first of 3 numbers, that means that it's in the hundreds place. Okay, so that means 5 sets of 100. Okay, so the number depends on where it's at in the number, right? The digit, where it's at in the number makes all the difference. All right, and that's what makes numbers so powerful. So let's look at our place value chart. So first we have ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands, right? You start on the right and you move to the left. So each place is 10 times bigger than the one before it, right? So if you have 10 ones, then you're going to move into the tens place, right? Because if you write 10, that gives you a 1 and a 0. That means that 1 is in the tens place. The 0 is in a ones place. So we have 1 set of 10 and 0 ones. Okay? Now, if we move that 1 again to the left, we would have 100. That means we have 1 set of 100, 0 sets of 10, and 0 ones. And again, if we move it to the thousands, okay, we have 1,000, 0 hundreds, 0 tens, and 0 ones. Okay? So let's look at it a bit more closely. So first, we're going to start with the ones. Okay, the ones place is where we start counting, and each egg is 1 egg, right? So when we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, we're counting in the ones place. It's the smallest building block of our numbers, and everything's a 1 until you reach 10, right? So you have a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Those are your digits, okay? Once you get to 10, you have reached the tens place. So when we group 10 ones together, so if you have 10 eggs in a basket, you have one basket of 10 eggs, right? So you have 110. All right? Grouping helps us to count faster and to organize our numbers. So instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, we could just say, oh, there's 2 sets of 10, so that's 10, 20. See how that works? Now let's go even bigger. 10 sets of 10 makes 100. So imagine a big pile of hay bales, right? Like you're storing them for food. Each group of 10 bundles becomes 100. That's a lot of counting power, right? Yeah. So then if you wanted to say, okay, instead of going 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, if you say had 3 groups of 100, you could go 100, 200, 300, because you know that each group has 100 in it. Does that make sense? Great job. So now let's talk about the thousands place. Now this is the biggest number we'll be talking about right now. So the thousands place makes 10 hundreds. Okay, so you're going to see a theme here. So we have ones and then we have tens. So 10 ones makes a 10. 10 tens makes 100. And 10 hundreds make 1,000. That's a huge number, right? But on the farm, we might grow thousands of plants each year. right? Think about how many heads of lettuce you eat in a year. That's a lot, right? Usually it's like half a head of lettuce for every salad. So if you think about how many heads of lettuce that is per year, that's several. That's really a lot, you know? That's several hundred just for you. And then you talk about your family and your friends and everybody else, and you see why the farms generally raise several thousand plants each year. So, place value helps us to understand and plan ahead, and it helps us to work with numbers this big. So, let's look at an example. Let's build a number. Okay, so if we have three thousands, 400s, 5 tens, and 2 ones, if we put that all together, we get 3,452, right? Each digit tells us how many are in each place, right? So see how they're all in order, and we go from thousands to hundreds to tens to ones? Just like that, and that's how you read a number. So let's talk about expanded form. Now, expanded form is when you show the value of each digit. So instead of writing just 3,452, we would write it as 3,000 plus 400 plus 50 plus 2. Okay, it's kind of like sorting numbers into their own farm bins, so we can see each part clearly. So instead of having a basket of salad, we have a basket of carrots, a basket of broccoli, a basket of tomatoes, and a basket of cucumbers. You see? Very good. Now let's talk about standard form. Standard form is the regular way we write numbers. That's the way that you see them 99% of the time. Okay, it's the opposite of expanded form. So say you started with expanded form, where you had 3,000 plus 400 plus 50 plus 2, you would write in standard form 3,452, right? 3452 is the number you would write in standard form. Make sense? Excellent. And then finally, let's talk about word form. So word form is 3,452. This helps us read and understand numbers in real life. Okay, so that's writing out numbers in words. So, see how we have 3,452. And what we've done is we've written out the words 3, the word 1,000, the word 4, the word 100, the word 50, and the word 2. Okay? Does that make sense? Oh, you guys are doing so good. I'm so proud of you. So now let's compare numbers. Okay, so let's look at two different numbers and see if we can see which one is bigger. Okay? So we're going to start with 3,452 and 3,245. So they're the same set of numbers, but they're in different places. Okay, see how we've kind of rearranged them? Both of the numbers have 3,000s, and we know that. But which has more hundreds? So if we look at 3,245, the number on the left, we can see that there's 3,000s, 200s, 4 tens, and 5 ones. Okay? Now the number on the right is 3,000s, 400s, 5 tens, and 2 ones. So between the two, is 2 bigger than 4 or is 4 bigger than 2? That's right, 4 is bigger than 2. So that makes 3,452 the bigger number. Oh, you guys are doing so well. So let's solve another problem. A farmer has 2,365 apples. Who can tell me what the 3 means? That's right, the 3 is in the hundreds place, so it means that you have 300 apples in that place. Place value helps us understand what each number really represents, right? So we know that this farmer has 2 thousands, 3 hundreds, 6 tens, and 5 ones. Very good. So, why does place value even matter, right? Why is it so important? Well, it's super important. We use it to add, subtract, to understand big numbers, and even to solve real world problems, just like farmers do every single day. So, just by doing this, you guys have become a math farmer. Amazing work! You've mastered place value and learned how numbers grow. So, if you just keep practicing, keep counting, and keep exploring, your math skills will just keep growing. Okay, so every time you see a number out and about in the world, see if you can figure out what place the numbers are in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you in the next one.